All right, here we go. Let's get this third match rolling out right now and taking a quick look at the tank lineup. And before we get to that, though, just for clarification's sake, casually apathetic tankers going to be starting down south, whereas their opponent's front mission up north. And yeah,
as the blue side, yeah.
Yeah. And Philip, looking at the tank lineup, look at that Pershing.
Oh yeah,
I've actually not seen that before.
No, we haven't seen a Pershing before, but that's actually quite interesting that you go for that one. That's Calliope actually on the RTE side, so on, shall I say, front mission side. So wow, that's pretty unusual if you ask me. But why not?
Yep, and there's actually a medium tank there, so definitely a new tank that I'm not too familiar with here. I usually stick to the tanks that that we see in play the most often. So yeah, unfortunately I can't give you too much information on that particular tank, but look at this push here. Yeah, early on we can see Cat pushing over to this western part of the railway. They have spotted the members of front mission and they are trading damage. Look at that Calliope.
Pretty big confrontation to the western front that could be accepted, and yeah, when it comes to the Pershing, pretty much it's it's an American tank, and honestly, when it comes to the stats, I'd say it's not as versatile as a T69. Definitely not. Like when the pros, it's got very decent speed, good maneuverability. It's got decent penetration, pretty much. So it's a nice tank altogether. And then the frontal armor not as good as the T69, but still fairly acceptable. So you can take some damage.
So it's pretty much like a slightly faster version of a T69, maybe.
Yes,
with less firepower as well.
Well, the thing is, it's just it does deal more damage than the T69.
Oh, okay.
But there's no autoloader.
Yeah.
So that's the main difference as well.
So per shot, yeah, Pershing will do more damage, but overall, I think T69 still does a little bit more. Right.
I mean, you know, when it comes to the cons, when it comes to the cons of the Pershing, it's somehow slow to accelerate. The top speed is not that bad, but it's slow to the start, so it's hard for them to get at the dodge all of a sudden. And then yeah, just basically, it's more of a flanking tank than an all-around tank.
I see.
All in all, it's just it covers less functions than the T69. It's less versatile, but as a tank, they can just come up fairly fast and finish off the job.
Oh, but look at this, a push coming out from front mission now. They have sent their Pershing plus a couple of their other tanks down. They have barely crossed, so they crossed just a couple meters, I would have to say. Not too far down. Yeah.
And look at that, like on the observer, you can see all the members of pretty much a Cat coming back to defend this, and they've all been spotted.
Yeah.
By the tank that was squatting.
Nice positioning coming up from front mission to block that retreat from them.
Exactly, so they've all been spotted squatting to the left because of that one T1 at the underground passage.
Yeah,
that was
our front mission, they got to take care of that T1, honestly.
Well,
if they want to continue this push.
Yeah, they definitely have to, but they're not gonna. I mean, no, it was front T1. It was front missions T1s that I was talking about. What I meant was that Cat got completely spotted by the front mission T1. The front mission T1 that was like to the west, so they know exactly where these tanks are. And I don't know, if I were them, I would have just like pushed towards the city. They decided to retreat. It's kind of surprising.
Yeah, I would have stayed there, or maybe
spread out to the east,
or get more poke down from the railway area.
Yeah, because they had the advantage. They knew exactly where the enemy was coming from, but I think they're just like going to decide to switch back to the west now. So a lot of mind games, I guess, played.
Maybe that was just to draw out these Cat members over here to the eastern side, and then just move over to the west and push down that way.
Possibly. But I still believe that they would have the advantage, though. You know, had they taken position like up the railway, pretty much, and spread out, they would have been able to land quite a bit of damage. But
because honestly, if I were to push, if I had the option to push either through the west, like if I was starting up north, and I have the option of either pushing up down the west or the east, I would, and you know, both options were equally risky. I would always choose the west no matter what, because the west does provide better cover, and it's easier to get into the city. Plus, there's as you're moving down more south, you have all those buildings there along that road.
Okay, and meanwhile, as you can see on your screen, the front mission forces has spread out to the west now. And they're actually spotting enemy tanks to the east, so they might go in for western push. Yeah, it looks like it. It definitely looks like front mission is going to push from the west now, while their opponents are busy taking care of the eastern side. Like, the mind game has actually worked. right now. The bluff has
Okay,
worked.
they made it across.
Yeah, and they're all crossing, and they have spotted the tanks all the way to the east.
Yeah, those
so
tanks have spotted those tanks crossing.
Exactly. So, but they're relatively safe. They made it to the eastern, to the southern side quite safely without suffering any damage. Although they were spotted, they were completely spotted. So, which means the cat players are going to reposition themselves to defend this, but I'd still give an advantage to Front Mission at the moment.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's
because they're on the cover now.
I mean, it's pretty equal still, just due to the fact that I mean, definitely Cat has taken a little bit more damage than Front Mission, especially in that early trade there. Now it's just going to come down to how well Front Mission can utilize this position. They are slightly outnumbered at this point because they do have Calliope over there on the northern part of the railway. He has he's actually going to maybe throw down some poke from the middle, but look at that, he's taking damage right now. He is trading it with Abathar there. Yeah,
Abathar just taking a few hits, but yeah, all in all, you know, I am liking the spread from Front Mission, I gotta say, because they're just really not leaving any loopholes. They're like just pretty rock solid when it comes to stemming the tide. Those IS-3s have suffered some damage, but nothing too massive. I think they're gonna spread out even more as we speak. So look at all the cat players. They're all clustered together, and they can actually be outrun.
Yeah, and even Suno, if you're taking a look here at Suno front, and even he, or you can't see it on your map right now, but he's actually, a lot of these members on Cat are not undercover right now.
And huge shot on Thumpa there.
Oh, okay, the first tier goes down
and look
there.
At that, Thumpa is getting literally thumped, no pun intended, but look at that, he's got 226 hit points left. One more shot will finish him off here.
He does get taken out there too.
Exactly.
So
two
TC9s going down on Cats. It's not looking good for them right now.
At all.
Yeah, I really, honestly, there's no way they can come back from this. Losing 2 of those T69, that's a lot of firepower right there, you know, just going down.
And although the Front Mission tanks, almost all of them took damage, and quite a bit of damage, they still, nobody's like one shot away from dying.
Yeah.
They still have a couple of shots left in them, and not to mention, of course, as you said yourself, they are completely outnumbering them right now. So it's only a matter of minutes before this position gets like overrun, and they don't even have to rush it because they've got the clear tier point advantage. They got 16 point advantage, and
look at this surrounding maneuver coming out from Front Mission right now, slowly closing in on that Cat.
Actually, you know what? I think they're retreating. Honestly, I think they're going to retreat.
Yeah,
and just wait.
They could as well. I mean,
honestly, there's like 2 minutes and a half left, and they've got 2 additional tier 8. So look at that. They only left like Calliope to cut them off, right?
And Panda Eye doing so much damage there, but he does. IS-3 gets taken out. Panda Eye going down, but Sona Fion maybe gonna follow right after there. But look at that. Oh, he's gonna get taken out here. Can he sloop us?
Yes, he's out. So that's an extra T32, and Crefe out there is just a Crefe. Well, how you?
These guys have some weird names, man.
I know. Hole in the head, Crefe, Malleus Tempest, Pyronite.
Yeah, look at this, Sonafian.
Yeah, it's just only like you know, do you reckon the timer's gonna run out, or they're gonna die first?
No, look, he's only 1 shot away from dying.
I know.
Yeah, he's gonna take it out. It's probably just gonna end here. Yeah, there it goes. And the last T1 about to go down as well.
And of course the base capture starting. It's just that T1 with 56 hit points that's left alive, and he's all the way up there to the north actually. So you know, I think we're running. We're just, I mean, unless he commits suicide, he could go to the golf course.
Yeah, he could go to the water. No, he's just gonna start the base capture, maybe just to get his name out there.
Well, we'll get the capture, like, of course, the capture is going to happen before that tank gets taken down, so pretty solid performance so far, I gotta say, by Front Mission.